Ladies and gentlemen, what's going on? Thank you for coming and watching this shit show once again. This is the 11th episode of season 2. Southpaw's Tales from the Barstool. I'm the founder and the host, JD, and to my right, as always, is my beautiful and funny wife, Kat. Say hi.
Hi, I'm JD's beautiful and funny wife, Kat, and I'm distracted. Sorry.
So she's distracted. We are live tonight. It's awesome. We have our guest for part 2 of Nick Rahn and its Warriors' next adventure. The dude does everything. We are going to, if it goes as good as it did last time, it's going to be fucking amazing. So stick around. Make sure you hit that share button and all that good stuff. But before we do that, if you do want to comment live during the show, make sure you go to StreamYard.com/Facebook.
Yeah, man.
If all I see in the comments is Facebook user, we're going to call you
Senor Chunky Duncan.
Senor Chunky Duncan. I don't care if you're male or female. We're not going to assume the Facebook user gender. You are Senor Chunky Duncan.
No, it never matters anyway.
Yeah, we don't give a shit.
We don't.
If you like what you see, you can always check out all of our old episodes on YouTube and your favorite podcasting platforms under the name Southpaw's Tales from the Barstool. Man, it seems like that's really loud today.
Yeah, it is.
So
go to your favorite podcast platforms, and I want you to play with that pencil pouch and on that like button.
make sure you toss that share buttons salad
consensually.
So yeah, like and share, but just do it in a very naughty but consensual way. Tonight we are going to be doing Irish coffee. I know it's 8 o'clock at night, but we've been up since 4:15 in the morning, so it doesn't hurt to drink coffee.
I mean, it couldn't hurt any worse. I mean, come on now.
I mean, it could, but it's not going to. But yeah, we're going to be doing Irish coffee. I'm using Third Day Coffee Seguin. Make sure you check that. Go to thirddaycoffeeseguin.com.
They aren't sponsoring us, but
they aren't sponsoring, but that's the only place that I order
favorite
coffee from. They're veteran owned. He roasts the beans to
mesquite roast.
Yeah, it's mesquite roasted beans, so it's awesome. And I'm using a whiskey that I got for my birthday that I haven't drank a lot of because it's kind of one of those special occasion whiskeys. It's Angel's Envy. It's a numbered batch. It's a Kentucky straight bourbon.
We are not doing the new school Irish coffee. We're doing old school classic Irish coffee. So we're not using Bailey's Irish cream. We are using coffee, brown sugar, whiskey, and cream. Boom shakalaka.
But this stuff, it's aged in port wine barrels. Oops. After
my bad.
It's aged in the whiskey barrel. So it's like a double aged thing. So it has a very unique flavor to it. It's probably one of the more pricey whiskeys I have. Like I've got some really pricey ones, but most of them I try to stay within like $30-$40 range for most of the whiskeys I have.
Smells good.
But we're about to see how it tastes with
it smells like
coffee.
Bad decisions.
And while Kat's finishing making up those coffees, I'm gonna go ahead and go through our sponsors so that we can get Nick on the show here. Our first sponsor, as always, our longest running sponsor is 5x5 Brewing Company. They're a battle-born, Texas-made veteran brewing company based in Mission, Texas. Co-founded by Army veteran George Rice. With beers like the 40mm Stout, Brunette Bombshell, Fubar, it's no surprise this brewery is taking over the Texas markets from the Valley to the Coastal Bend to Bryan College Station, the Hill Country, San Antonio, all over you can find these guys. When we go out, we're finding them in more and more places. Make sure that you ask your local bar, restaurant, or grocer if they have it. If not, ask them to get it. It's just great stuff. They are very vet-centric as far as doing all kinds of charitable stuff. Not going to get into all that, but to find out more information, you go to 5x5brewing.com, facebook.com/5x5brewing. You can call them at 956-445-5421 or email them at info@5x5brewing.com. Are you okay over there? I'm trying to be all professional-ish, and all I hear is, oh, fuck, shit.
I literally just got cream all over.
So yeah, make sure you check out 5x5brewing.com. They're awesome beer. Plus they just got their 40 Mike stout in cans. So if you can find that, I love it. I've got like a case in the fridge right now. It's not gonna last very long. Our next sponsor is OMOG Construction, founded by Marine vet Seth Knox and Matt Anders. They're general contractors servicing the greater Houston area with a focus on concrete. No job too big or too small, from residential to commercial and industrial foundations and pads. OMOG Construction has you covered. You can find them at omogco.com, facebook.com/omogco, that's Omaco, or Instagram omogco. That stands for one Mexican, one Wedo.
Yep.
Wedo is Spanish slang for white dude.
I have a question before we move on.
Yeah.
Do you not realize we're married and I'm a sure thing? Because this tastes like you're trying to be drunk and get some, because
I only put like 2 ounces in.
it was straight up whiskey and cream is what I got a mouthful of. And usually I don't complain, but that was like, woo, not what I expected.
So I see. So we have already got some comments there. One of my veteran buddies says that I'm gay and that 5x5 is not that good. And I love it. Your opinion's gay, and you're entitled to your gay opinion.
We just cleared this up, Lewis. We just cleared this up. JD only likes certain butt stuff.
Yeah, certain butt stuff.
Certain butt stuff.
And it depends on how much whiskey I have.
Well, here, have mine.
Oh yeah, I did go a little heavy with the whiskey.
I told you. I was like, he's trying to kill me.
That is really good stuff.
Oh my Lanta.
But it tastes really good though.
I feel it all the way down to my toes. It is so warm.
Oh, you know what'd be really good to add to this is the peanut butter whiskey on top of it.
Ooh.
We might have to do that if we have an intermission.
We won't.
We'll
try it on another show.
So just as a reminder,
Let's get
senior
Nick on,
what was the Facebook user's name? Senior what? Snuggle butts or whatever.
No, I don't remember.
I don't know. Make sure if you're going to comment, make sure you go to StreamYard.com/Facebook so we have can see who's commenting. Otherwise,
we're
always
just gonna call you butt stuff because I don't remember.
Yeah, you're just butt stuff.
You're just butt stuff.
So without further ado, we're gonna bring Nick Rahn on here.
Yo,
Nick,
what's up, guys?
What is going on? Welcome back to the show.
You're
How y'all doing?
practicing your Second Amendment rights.
What do you mean? Oh,
Bear
that took me a
arms.
second.
To bear arms, buddy.
Yeah, we all got tickets to your gun show.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm rowing for this Atlantic row, man. Like it's showing.
So,
Yeah,
all right,
man.
well, we're gonna jump straight into that then. So,
Really?
yeah,
That was so
he brought it up.
fast.
So, just a quick reminder for everybody that didn't see you the first time around. You're Nick Rahn. You're an Air Force veteran. You suck at committing suicide, and because you suck at committing suicide, you're now doing everything that every 7-year-old wanted to do.
Yeah.
You have
Pretty much.
race car teams. You climb
Ninja.
fucking mountains. You're a fucking ninja. You're going to be rowing across the Atlantic. Rowing across the fucking Atlantic
Hell
Ocean.
yeah.
It's everything that,
So when do you go to space? Is that happening? Like,
Yeah. Are you
I've
saving
been
up for
chatting with
SpaceX?
Elon. We'll see soon. Or I can go up in the Bezos penis. I don't know, one of the two.
A Bezos penis.
Bezos
It
penis.
does look like Dr.
You didn't see the penis
yeah.
rocket from Bezos?
Yeah.
oh my
That-
God,
Dude,
yeah.
it totally looked like the dick
It
from
is
Austin
very
Powers.
phallic.
That's
Super phallic.
It's a cock, is what it is. It is a flying cock.
You know,
So
he
fucking
knows too.
cock and balls.
It's not.
Yeah, that's pretty obvious. It's not like he looked at it and was like, brilliant. He looked at it and was like, I'm horny.
Yeah.
Oh, that was me.
The
Yeah.
dildo that his wife pegged him with, you know?
Yeah, during the divorce.
Speaking of pegging.
Welcome to Jackass.
Mm-mm.
So,
Nope.
Yeah, I mean, it's everybody knows Warriors Next Adventure. It's a nonprofit. We help vets with PTSD, suicide prevention, and we're always looking for that next thing to just kind of show veterans that we can do amazing things outside the military. And I'm the kind of guy I like to do things. I don't like to watch. I can't watch sports. I don't watch football. I don't like that stuff. Like
So
even when I was
mark you out for cock holding. Got it.
well, yeah, no, I'm hard pass. But
but
no, like, even when I was an
thought
MMA
about
fighter,
it. You
I
thought
know,
about
right?
it.
Well,
It's a soft maybe.
yeah, we'll see. No, like even when I was an MMA fighter, I didn't really like watching MMA. It's just I like doing things, and sitting down watching TV is it's kind of boring for me unless it's like me and my girlfriend laying in bed watching a movie for bed or something like that, or stand-up comedy. I mean, that's pretty much all I watch.
So when you're
Yeah.
laying in bed, are you watching a new movie every night, or do you have like 5 movies that you'll watch over and over and
To
over
fall
again so you
asleep
fall
to.
asleep to?
No, I refuse to watch a movie that I've already seen.
What the hell?
I
Yeah.
like your style, sir.
See,
I mean, I
can't go
got
to
Dame
sleep to
Bramage,
a
so I
new
can watch a movie 3 times and not know I saw it. So,
Wow.
Uh-huh.
Well,
That's helpful.
It's a
I was
bad
like, oh,
brain.
this is fascinating.
Yeah.
I just keep putting the same documentary on every night. He doesn't know any better. It's really interesting.
There's been a couple times where me and my girlfriend are watching a movie, and I'm like, "Man, this is a good movie." She's like, "We just watched this like a week ago." I'm like, "No, we didn't." And then
Oh
I
my God.
start remembering as the movie goes. I'm like, "Oh yeah," but I can never remember the end. So,
Well, see,
there's some
JD and I,
upside to brain damage.
we
Yeah.
listened to like some certain podcast, and he's like, well, we've already seen this episode, right? And I'm like, no. And like, or most of the time it's, oh, we haven't seen this one. Yeah, we have. Okay, how about this one? Yeah, we've seen that. Like, we're like 6 episodes past that, and he just doesn't recognize anything.
Specifically, I'm gonna name drop because if you haven't watched this YouTube guy, he started as a TikTok guy and
Yeah,
went
he
to
was a
YouTube.
Navy
It's,
SEAL.
Mr. Ballin,
Mr. Ballin. I don't think I've heard him.
Ballen. Basically, he tells just weird fucking stories that are true,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but it's like just crazy weird shit. People disappearing, reappearing, like where it
Oh,
should be
dude, no, I know who you're
impossible.
talking about. I've seen his
Paranormal
TikToks.
But yeah, he was a
things like
Navy
that.
SEAL. But his
Yeah,
ability,
he did TikTok and then went to
but his ability
Nice.
to tell a story and keep you engaged for 23 to 25 minutes at a time is just phenomenal. I mean, and it even though it's on YouTube, you can put in headphones and have your phone like sitting down and walk around, do what you're gonna do. So you don't like have to watch it because it's not a lot of video stuff. It's just him telling the story.
Yeah.
It's not like us where we're like showing people things and then realize, oh yeah,
we
we're
have
on
listeners.
podcast websites as well where they can't see the fuck what we're doing. We have to
I
explain
know, right?
what we're doing. So we're like, they are the ones that think I'm the hottest because they've heard JD call me hot every week and have never seen me. So yes, I'm gorgeous. I'm like 36, 24, 36.
Fiery redhead for now.
I'm like, I changed my hair, and they're like, I don't know what it was before. I'm like,
So we're gonna get back on track here.
No, that's not fun.
You mentioned the rowing. Tell us exactly what you're doing, and then you have a video that we're gonna show. I want to see that.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
what's the
So,
rowing?
like I was saying, like we do our best to be the example of like what veterans can do after the military, right? Not just veterans, but anybody, right? So just live life to the full extent, and I tell people all the time, I'm supposed to be dead. So why would I not try to do everything possible before I die?
Yeah.
My slogan for Warriors Next Adventure and for life is explore everything. Is we have to explore every single option in life.
I like it.
And yeah, and it actually, funny story, I was hiking in Hawaii and I saw it painted on a old lifeguard tower, and I'm like, man, I like that. And then like 3 days later, I started Warriors Next Adventure. I'm like, explore everything. That's my slogan. So funny thing is, I interviewed Bryant, who's the founder of Fight or Die, which is the organization that we're rowing for. And one of my ambassadors, Chad, called me like 30 times in 3 days, like, dude, we got to do this ocean row. I'm like, dude, go fuck yourself. I'm not rowing across the ocean.
Is someone chasing me? No,
yeah,
I'm out.
it took some convincing, but he called me back finally, and this is how he got me. He's like, hey dude, he's like, how the fuck is your slogan going to be explore everything if you're not going to explore this ocean with me? I'm like, you son of a bitch.
Shit.
So I'm like, fuck.
Straight called the ball.
You in the
Yeah,
motherfucker.
yeah.
Ah.
So we called my my board member and one of my other ambassadors and pretty much said, hey, do you want to row an ocean? Tommy just said, how big's the boat? And then he's like, yeah, sure. And then we asked Will, and at first he's like, well, I don't know. And then next time we called him, he's like, yeah, how do you say no to that?
So that does bring up a good question, because you talked about it briefly last time you were on. And how big is the boat that y'all are rowing? Because
that's a good question. Well, I mean, we're about to see a video, right?
Yeah, I mean I can show you a side video, and then I can also bring up a picture of the boat. But it's a 28-foot rowboat. It's 4.5 feet wide, and we row in twos. So 2 of us are rowing at the same time, while 2 of us are in the front cabin. One of them's in the front cabin, one's in the back cabin, sleeping, eating, pissing, shitting. Because we have, if we do this in 49 days, we will actually be world record holders for the fastest American row.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And this is for the 4s and the spindrift too. What's that?
How long have you been prepping for it?
So I want to say it was 2020 when we did our St. Croix River. So September 2020 is when we knew about it. And then we were approved shortly afterwards. And then we were supposed to row in 2023, but the 23 team or the 22 team dropped out and we took their slot. So instead of doing 2023.
When do you row? When are you
So
leaving?
we leave for Spain. We fly out to Spain. We row from Spain to Antigua in the Caribbean. It's a 3,000-mile row. So we fly to Spain in November. I think 2 days after Thanksgiving, we'll be flying out to Spain, and then we'll be prepping for about a week or two, and the race starts December 12th. It's called
Okay,
the
so
Talisker Whiskey
Oh,
Atlantic
right
Challenge.
after
To be
hurricane
in Spain
season.
right after Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
You poor bastard.
Yeah,
Well,
the tail end of hurricane
usually there
season.
is still hurricanes during the row.
Yeah.
And cold
And
as shit.
so pretty much what you do whenever there's a hurricane, you throw out what's called a para anchor. It's like a giant parachute.
There.
And you throw it in the water, and what it does is it catches the current and it keeps your boat facing forward and facing the right way.
What?
And you're just getting your ass kicked by waves for like 2 to 3 days sometimes. And you just sit in your cabin and you just lock the door
And
because
you
they're
puke.
air sealed. What's that?
Yeah. And you just puke all over the place.
Dude,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm not excited. And then you get laid next to a sweaty dude for 3 days without opening the door.
My mind is telling me
Stop,
no.
I can only get so erect.
And all 4 of us are security forces too, which is like something's gonna break, something's gonna get missing, someone's
Yeah.
gonna be pregnant.
It was like that when I took.
Not
It
it.
was like that when I took over.
Yeah, pretty much. So yeah, it's an international event, and we're one of I believe 5, maybe 5 American teams, and more people have climbed Mount Everest than have ever rowed across the ocean. So
Wow.
I think last year before this race, it was 128 American males. So we're still under 150 American men have rowed across the ocean. So we'll be in the top 1,500 that have ever done it. We'll be the top 150 Americans that have ever done this race, and we'll be world record holders if we do it in 49 days. Also, I will actually set the Guinness Book of World Records for the first uninut to row across the ocean. First testicular cancer survivor.
Did you actually look that up? You're like,
I did. I'm actually
the
world
first.
record.
Will Guinness actually
Yeah.
sanction that record?
They're going
is
to.
it a porn site if I look up oneballrecords.com?
I mean, I wouldn't do it at a work computer or anything.
Oh yeah, no, probably not. That's real funny though.
Yeah, I'll be the first testicular cancer survivor to row across the ocean.
Dang.
Yeah.
Yeah, because up yours, bicycle race
Yeah,
guy,
take that,
Lance
Lance
Armstrong.
I know.
Armstrong,
Fuck you,
you
Lance
dick.
Armstrong.
Yeah. And you're
The funny
yellow
thing is
bracelets.
there was a team in last year's race called Latitude 45, and Lance Armstrong actually interviewed them. And so I talked to the captain of that one. I was like, "Hey, can you get me Lance Armstrong's information? I'm actually a testicular cancer survivor, and I think me and Lance could, have a lot to talk about. Our one nut.
Well,
Maybe show it to each other.
between the two of y'all, you've got one perfect package right there.
He's got super
His
endurance.
ball.
And I
Yeah,
got
and
strength
if
and
he still has his
jiu-jitsu. We're
left
good.
and you still have your right, I mean, it's perfect.
Yeah,
That is true.
He completes you.
Yeah, we can just
Aw.
lean. He can stand to my right, and we can lean into each other.
You can get shirts that say #ball buddies or something. It's so cute.
Together, we make one nut. One sack.
One nut to rule them all.
One
nut
sack to unite them.
Yeah, the crazy thing is
And
too.
that's
is
why
a lot
you
of
tune
people-
in.
A lot of people keep asking, this is all rowing, right? So there's no vehicle, there's no sails, there's nothing. It's just manpower. And if you guys want to show the video, I could kind of show what it looks like.
Yes.
Yeah, let's bring that
So-
up, dude.
You have to.
I'll play it.
Boom.
Okay.
So this is us rowing on Lake Superior. Lake Superior, don't mind that gut on me. I'm trying to gain weight for the row. But so this is me and Will. Will's my board member, and we're rowing partners. So me and him are gonna row for 49 days straight, taking 2-hour breaks on and
Are
off.
you wearing silkies?
Hell yeah, I'm wearing silkies.
I have some
Shut them
now.
thighs off, you know what I'm saying? But no, so we actually got some shorter silkies we're gonna be wearing, which is
Yeah,
nice.
man.
Skies out, thighs
Get
out.
it.
I know, right? Showing that dirty dark skin there.
Get two-tone down there.
But
Take
yeah,
that
so
one
this
ball
right
two-tone.
here is like 3.5 knots an hour. So if we do it at this pace, which it doesn't even look like we're working that hard, we're really not. I was barely even sore after this. And we rode for like 2 hours, 2 to 3 hours straight for 2 days. We took some time off, did some boat prep. And we had a lot of work we got to do on the boat still.
Yeah.
But all these little pieces here, those are all our food storages, all those red caps.
Uh-huh.
So we'll actually store all of our food. We have to have somewhere around like 2.5 million calories with us on this row, because you have to have enough for like 5,000 calories per person for 70 days.
Jesus, Mary and Joseph.
5,000 calories a day.
Yeah, 5,000 calories a day per person for
Lots
70
of carbs.
days.
Yeah,
Damn.
carb loading like
Yeah.
every day.
Oh, bro, I'm bringing like 10 things of peanut butter in it. I told Chad though, if I get inside my cabin and there's a hole in my peanut butter, I'm gonna be a little pissed. I'm sticking your dick in my peanut butter.
It's okay because it's
Oh.
your dog.
Well, did he warm it up first, or I hope it's creamy, not chunky. 'Cause
But yeah, so like you guys saw those cabins and everything, and those cabins are where we sleep. They're actually pretty comfortable. We were come on, man. There we go. They're actually pretty comfortable, and we were working on the boat one day, and I actually went in there and I passed the fuck out, and they couldn't find me. They found me like 2 hours later, and I was sleeping in the boat. They're like, "You motherfucker, we've been working this whole time." I'm like, I was testing out the gear. They said test the boat out.
Hey, that's straight up SF mentality.
I know, right?
There. 3 up,
Gotta
1
do it
down.
right.
3 up, 1 down. Yeah.
Damn right. But
That's
yeah, this
awesome.
is absolutely fucking nuts. I just called my mom today, and my mom is actually going to be taking my daughter to Antigua to meet me at the finish race or the finish line, and Mara's going to
Okay.
be out there with me too.
Awesome.
So when you're doing it, do y'all have like a is there like a chase vehicle that's following everybody for emergencies? I mean, you said there's going to be a bunch of teams,
a
but
chase boat.
but it's like they're going to be like a bigger boat.
Yeah, so there's 50, I think 50 teams this year, so 50 boats, and there's 1 yacht. So the yacht has to go in between the whole fleet, and sometimes you can be separated by 15,000 miles or 1,500 miles. So 1,500 miles, say he's at the back of the fleet, the front of the fleet goes down, you're fucked if you can't get in that life raft. So we all have like rescue life rafts. We have immersion suits that are supposed to keep you from getting hypothermia. And then we have like a go bag essentially. So that go bag will last us for a week. So it's got med kit, it's got food, it's got water, all kinds of stuff in there. So if we go down, we're going to be floating around for about a week by ourselves.
Okay, you have to do me a favor. At some point, I need you to look at another boat and say, "Look at me. I am the captain now."
The funny thing is, I'm actually the captain of the ship.
Exactly. So it makes
Yeah.
it even better.
Hey, and you know, as captain by maritime law, you can legally marry people.
Oh, hell yeah.
So
So
if a couple of your rowing
crewmates
buddies-
are pissing you off,
Well,
just marry
see,
them to each other.
the funny
know,
thing
it's
is,
like
I'm actually an ordained minister, so I can
Even
already do it
better.
anyway.
Well, it's like what they say about the Navy. You know, it's like 5,000 guys come out or go out, and 2,500 couples come back.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
You
man.
gotta keep it busy, you know what I'm saying?
You do you, man. You're gonna be stuck on a boat that long. I'm like, what
Yeah,
do you call
this-
it? Gay while you're away or something? Is what
The gay for the stay, you know?
Gay
Gay
for
for
the
the stay. There you go.
We were just talking about this the other day. I was like, I'm not going to be gay for the stay, just so you guys know.
Oh, wah, wah. It's 49
dirty
days.
butthole
I
on
think
this
you
one.
can keep it in your pants for that long, hopefully.
I think I'll be all right. I told
You're like,
Chad if you
"Babe, it's
see
been-
any crusty socks, don't touch them.
You're like, babe, it's been 44 days since I've had sex. She's like, you've been gone 50. You're like,
Well, you see what happened was
this first 6 days were rough.
the hell was
What
that?
the fuck was that?
It was my girlfriend opening the door.
My girlfriend opening the
He's
door.
gonna be gay for this day.
Yeah,
Hey,
he's
Mara.
totally gonna be gay for this day.
They say hi. You should come on.
Yeah, she should come
Come
on.
on. Come on.
Come on.
Come on,
Love
all the cool kids are doing it.
But yeah, this race is supposed to be absolutely crazy. It should be fun, and I'm excited and everything like that. You say hi.
Hi.
Hello. Hi.
She can't hear you because I'm on headphones, but she says hello. She's working.
She got the wave. She knows the wave. I
So,
can literally
I
say
can say
anything,
so
and
much
as long as
fucked
I'm
up
waving
shit.
at her, she doesn't give a fuck. I'm like, nice tits.
I agree. The other end is much better.
Well, so you should have said, "Hey, can you get the dog?" He's like behind her.
Oh man, I dropped this. Can you get it for
Take
me?
this pedal.
Oh, no, I dropped it again.
Oh, that
clumsy
happens
me.
every day. I just got butterfingers every time she's around. It's okay. Don't worry about it. No, it's just there's people here. So usually everyone's supposed to be really quiet. When I do the Veterans Action Report, it's a radio show, so I have to be very quiet. Like the AC's off, even if it's hot as shit in this house. Like it can be a little crazy. So whenever I do other
keep the
people's
AC off back here and the fans off
He
back
doesn't
here.
have an AC back here. Shut the fuck up, like
Or
you
keep the
are.
fans off. Oh, I do have an AC. I just gotta fix it.
Like he's all fucking fancy. Like, I turned the AC off back here.
Well-
There's no air conditioning ducts back here.
Right over there. Just that one doesn't work. I don't know why.
Oh shit!
It stopped.
I haven't been looking at all these messages yet. And
Messages.
Who said cock rocket?
It was talking. That was talking about Bezos's.
Oh yeah, the cock rocket. There you go.
Cock rocket.
Why have I not thought of cock rocket?
What is it? The yeah, isn't that what it is?
What?
The dog. What is it called?
The Red Rocket.
Red Rocket.
Rocket.
Yeah,
There you
they painted
Or
it
the
red. Chew
Hey, so check this out. We have our first race of the season on Saturday, and we finally got the car done. It's modeled after like I think it's a 1978 Monte Carlo. That's what the body looks like.
Wow.
Dude, fucking sexy, man. This car is amazing. It's a street stock with 450 horsepower. We rebuilt the engine. We put a new transmission in it, new rear end, all kinds of stuff. And so what we ended up doing was this race starts, I believe, at 5 o'clock on Saturday, and we're racing the street stocks. We have the street stocks. We got 2 of them. We also have a Hornet. We have a sprint car. We have a pure stock, and we also have a super. But that's I don't know if we're actually going to be racing that one, but we'll see. So what we're doing is we're actually sponsored by Rip It, which is awesome. And we're also, you guys okay?
Rip It, Jesus.
Yeah, dude. And I got
you weren't watching the bottom of the screen, were you?
No.
Okay, good. Then we're cool.
They were perfectly fine, as you were.
But no, like it's awesome. So the street stock, we actually rebuilt that. Hell yeah, it's a vet built race car. I want you to come up to Minnesota and you can race. So what we do is we actually we teach veterans how to build race cars, but we also get them in the race cars to race. You don't get to practice. You just get your ass to the racetrack on race day. You get in the car and you drive. So your only race is one warm-up lap.
Sign me up.
Shit.
Sign me the
Dude,
fuck up.
I'm telling you, man, you want to come up to Minnesota and race, let me know. We have
That's why women live longer than men.
Will I get my ass
Yeah,
kicked
but
making
men
fun of
live
y'all
better
and saying,
lives.
like, don't you know?
Oh yeah, for sure. No, I bet you come up here in the snow. It might snow a little bit there later. We'll see.
Hey,
Go down and watch out for the moose when you're driving. But no, it's cool because like we got vets flying in from outstate just to race for the weekend. So we make them race the Hornet though, because if they're just coming in town, the Hornet is just a Saturn Ion. If they crash it, it's like $1,000 maybe max to fix it. The street stock, that's about a $15,000 to $20,000 car. So that's actually my car for the season, because the guy who gave us the car, he donated the car to us. We have to sell it back to him for $1 at the end of the year. But he paid for everything, and his name is Gary, the racing mailman, because he was a mailman and he used to race, and he was fucking amazing. And he's been building cars for 20 years. And
that's Monty that you're talking about, right?
Are you just supporting it because he's going through a divorce and he's like, you're like, you own the car? Is it one of those deals? You can tell me. I'm not gonna tell anyone.
Yeah. Nobody has to know.
Literally nobody has to know. These 8 people that watch our show avidly, they're not gonna tell anybody.
Yeah.
They don't have friends anyway. We're their friends.
Yeah, our half dozen viewers.
Oh, dude. So here I can let me share my screen again real quick. I'll show you the race car. Dude, this thing is awesome, man. I love it. So there you go. So this is it. It's we just got a brand new nose cone, so it's going to be brand new front end. I painted the car. I also made that logo. I put the logo on and everything. I absolutely love this car. I cannot wait. About 450 horsepower, and we'll be in the straightaways about 110 miles an hour, probably about 100 to 90 miles an hour in the curves.
Is it straight circle track or oval track?
Woo-hoo. It's a dirt track, so it's an oval dirt track. Yeah. I think
I'm assuming it's gutted and caged and you know.
Yeah. So if you look here, everything's gutted, right? So underneath here is all the electrical. So there's like a trigger switch right here, and then there's a master switch. So you just flip the master switch and then you press the button and it starts the car up. So all the wires are connected to the starter and the distributor and everything. And then all of this is just it's just paneling. That's it. So this whole car is empty except for the hood.
Nice.
Yeah, dude.
Like me.
Like my happiness.
Like my soul.
Yeah, so this will be my first year racing street stock. So Saturday is my first race of the season, and I think I'll do 12 races this season. The guys on the boat crew were like, dude, I don't think you should race this year. I was like, go fuck yourselves. I was like, I'm racing, damn it.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I want to do a demo derby one day. Like, seriously.
Well, we have there's things called enduro racing that you can pretty much do the same thing. Enduro racing, you just get like any piece of shit car and you weld up steel frame around it and you just drive it around a racetrack, but you crash it into people left and right. The whole purpose is to crash into each other. It's so fun, dude.
Sign me the fuck up.
For how much vehicles cost now? Fuck that.
Yeah, I know. Even the junkers, like our youngest
yeah.
is 14, and I had a discussion with him, and I say this with love, but he's a nerd. But I love the fact that he is. He's very
the best.
extremely.
It's my favorite thing about him.
No, he's extremely book smart. He's got a good solid
wants
head
to
on
be
his
a
shoulders.
nuclear
He's
engineer.
not me at 14.
Nope.
Like,
well, at least he's not going to be getting any girls pregnant. So
opposite of
Oh no,
14.
no.
But I gave him the option. I'm like, you're going to be getting your permit soon, and then your license shortly after that. So I can either go buy you like a 2001 Saturn 5-speed with 280,000 miles on it, or we can spend the same amount of money and go get you like an old Fox body, or something, an old Mustang, an old Camaro, something like that has,
Yeah, that you have to turn wrenches on and get it running. And he's like, well, I want to turn wrenches.
Yeah, so I was very, very surprised. It was a proud papa moment when he said that he wanted to do it.
It barely took away the fact that he didn't want a pickup truck, and JD's heart broke a little. He was like, well, you're no son of mine.
I wanted to get him like an old square body Ford, or mid-80s Ford or a Bronco or Blazer.
I want that for me.
I want that for me too.
I want a Bronco. I want an old ass fucking.
What do we got here?
That's the engine. So we rebuilt this whole engine. So we tore it out. It was literally just the block. That's Gary. Gary's the racing mailman. He's a fucking awesome dude.
Hey, Gary. Look at those cities.
I know, right? Get that side boob there. But yeah, so we completely rebuilt this whole engine. Yeah, like this thing took us, it only took us about a month to rebuild just because we only had a couple days here and there to build. But yeah, we finally got all this in there. This engine is pretty, man. This thing will, like I said, I don't know how much torque it'll put out, but it'll put out about 450 horsepower. It's going to be fucking awesome, man. I cannot wait to get out on the track.
Yeah, that thing's going to be, yeah.
We'll be streaming the races live too on Warriors Next Adventure Facebook. So we'll be doing that live. And then we're putting 2 GoPros inside the car. And so if you go to like our TikTok, the Warriors Next Adventure TikTok, we have like race videos that we're cutting together. So every veteran who races will have 2 GoPros in every car. So we'll be taking videos and we'll have a person up on, I think, turn 3 who'll be recording in the turns too. So we'll actually put like all cut together a video for every single veteran that races. So everyone will get their own like, like, hey, look, it's me. And they can share it. We'll put it on Warriors Next Adventure Facebook and TikTok and all that stuff. And then they can share it with whoever they want.
So they can be like Facebook famous for 5 seconds. Yeah.
That's so cool.
Well, that's our goal, man.
There's and I don't want anybody to take this the wrong way because I definitely appreciate all the veterans.
Someone what?
No, maybe. No, there are a ton of veteran organizations that are outdoors as far as hunting, fishing, hiking, things like that. But there's not a lot that do gearhead, motor.
Yeah.
I've only heard of one. I've only heard of one other organization that does race cars, and they're over in like North Carolina.
Well, that's kind of like the roots of racing that area.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's in Charlotte. And they actually have like veterans can go race NASCARs.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fucking rad.
So whenever I figure out whenever we get up there, you should come with, man. Go race some NASCARs with us.
Fuck it, go.
There is a comedian who passed away, I guess, about a decade ago, Mitch Hedberg.
I love Mitch Hedberg. He's from Minnesota, son.
Yeah.
Of course.
He was talking about NASCAR, and he's like, "Oh yeah, so you're taking a left, take another left. You sure like Tide, don't you?" The whole bit was he wanted to be a race car passenger and just sit there like he worked for the opposing team and he just sit there and annoy the shit out of the driver.
Dude, he's the greatest.
I think JD should. I think he should go with y'all when he does. He needs to get involved in more crap like that and get out of the fucking house.
So here's the deal: since you do all this shit, I've invited other veterans that do different charities to help me with this because I don't even know where to start. I don't know how to raise funds. I don't know shit about it. Shit, I don't know shit about fuck.
I don't know shit about shit.
I don't know shit about fuck. I have a 88 cubic inch V-twin Harley motor that right now is a piece of decoration in my bar at the house.
I can see it from here. Yeah,
It's on my dream since I got it has been to be part of a build that it goes to a disabled vet.
Yeah.
Bro, like so like I said, we do everything, right?
Yeah.
We just got a 1994 CBR race motorcycle donated to us, and it's completely in pieces, right? They didn't wreck it; it's just torn down.
It's a basket
And so
case, yeah.
this guy is literally giving it to us. This thing's dynoed at 199 miles an hour. So
Nice.
yeah, that's fucking sweet. So we're actually doing that here in Minnesota. So today I just did Veterans Action Report with Josh. Josh is actually going to be heading up that build. So like if you wanted to do it through Warriors Next Adventure, we could absolutely do it, and we could figure out the funding and stuff like that. The problem is the funding, right? So a fundraiser would be so kind of the way it works is doing a fundraiser is fairly easy, right? So if you do it through, let's say, Warriors Next Adventure, let's say we're doing this, right? So we're going to talk as if this is actually happening. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a fundraiser telling everybody, hey, this is what we're going to do. We need to raise all this money. We're going to do a group veteran build. Do you know how to work on you know how to work on cars and shit, right?
Yeah. Not
Okay.
anything new. New shit,
Okay.
I'm fucking lost.
Well, see, perfect.
But give me something where I can set my beer on the air cleaner and sit on the wheel
Look,
well.
I don't want
then
to
yeah.
brag or anything, but I know how to pump my own gas.
Well, what we could do is we could figure out how much it's going to cost, right? So the main thing is, what's it going to cost? How many veterans can we get involved? And what are we going to do with the bike once we're done? Because what we can do, it looks like Mark Ramsey can help you out.
Yeah, man.
Mark
but what we
Ramsey
could
is
do-
actually
Is that
he's-
the engine from your brother's motorcycle? Like, what is that engine?
that was
from?
my brother passed away in 2013, and he was a veteran. He did 7 years in Iraq as a contractor, but he had this motor with the plans of building something one day, and so I definitely want to build it. But the way I've seen it, it's never been my engine. It's always been my brother's engine,
Mhm.
even though it's mine now technically. But yeah, I want to build something with it, and I want it to go to somebody like.
Who needs it?
Yeah.
Well, hey, well, let's throw something out there. Maybe we do this. We figure out how much it's going to cost to fix this thing up. The only thing I'm gonna request if we do this through WNA, because I'm doing it for my bike, and there's another veteran who actually gave me this idea. He's rebuilding a motorcycle, and his dad actually had a Vigsphere tattoo, and he said that this tattoo was actually like the closest thing to what he had, and so he ordered one of my challenge coins. Because he's actually going to epoxy it into the gas cap.
Oh, hell
So-
yeah.
What I would want you to do is the same thing: epoxy the challenge coin into the gas cap, and I'll send you one.
Hell yeah, we'll make it happen.
So we'll talk more about this off camera and everything like that. But we need to figure out how much it's going to cost, how many veterans we can get involved, and then it would essentially have to go to a board decision to who we give the bike to. You obviously would be involved in that choice just because you would be in charge of it all.
Oh,
you would
he
be in
can-
charge
he
of
can
getting
head my
veterans
board
together.
any day.
But yeah, so it's as simple as figuring how much it's going to cost and who wants to get involved, and then you run the build days. Like, hey, Tuesday night we're all working on the race or on the motorcycle. You let me know. I'll share it on Warriors Next Adventure. We get a bunch of veterans in your area. We could even create a Facebook group for WNA Texas. We already have one for Colorado. We have one for North Carolina. And then you could use it that way.
As simple as getting a salvage title on something that has a good frame and
Yeah.
Oh,
just
sure.
doing
Yeah.
bolt-ons and small custom work. And I know a couple of other veterans that do some really good fab work.
Okay.
Like Nick Pilla, he was a Marine. He did the sissy bar, custom sissy bar for my
Oh
bike.
yeah.
Nice.
And like some really, really cool fucking work. So even
Well,
if they're
dude,
not
give me-
local, we can get shit happening.
Give me a fucking write up, man, and I'll pass it through the board. And then, do you have a place to build?
Don't you dare look at our fucking garage like that.
Yeah,
Don't
look at
do
my
it. Don't do it.
There's actually a really cool chopper shop.
Mark
here that I
Ramsey
could
just
talk
said
to,
butcher's bike.
Omar's shop.
Mark Ramsey is actually he's my brother from another mother. He's been a friend of the family since I was knee high to a grasshopper.
Whatever the.
He actually
are
he
you talking
just
about-
retired from the Air Force
nice.
recently. He was Navy for a long time, when Air Force Reserve retired from them. So congratulations to him on his retirement.
Yep. Congratulations. Did
he
it
and-
actually happen?
He and I have put in thousands of miles side by side on bikes together. So
Hell yeah.
and he's actually, whenever the funds are available, he's helping me rebuild the shovel head that's sitting in my garage too. So
Nice, dude. Well, so the way it works, whenever somebody brings something like this to me, like Josh is the one who brought up the idea about building a bike. And so I got a bike in literally 4 hours. I got one donated to us. And I'm like, Josh, this is your baby. So the way it works is if you come to me with a project like this, I don't take notoriety. I don't like notoriety. I'm not a fan of it. I don't want it. I want nothing to do with it. Everything goes to Warriors Next Adventure, right? So when I help somebody with a suicide, I tell them, do not say Nick Rahn help me. Warriors Next Adventure help me. It's not me. It's the nonprofit. It's the people who donate to the nonprofit. And it's what we stand for, right? So let's say we get all this done, we do it, we get the bike ready to go, and we're going to give it away to somebody. I'm going to request that you wait till I'm back from the row, please, because I would like to be there.
No.
But I want you to be the one to take the credit for it, because if you are the one who's taking the engine, running the build, taking the time, you need to know what it feels like to actually, present a bike to somebody who is getting, like, after taking the time to build it, because fuck, man, there's no better feeling. I had a car donated to us, and I fixed it up because I had a veteran who was moving to from Kentucky to Minnesota. He knew nobody. I convinced him to move here, and I ended up giving him a car. So I was showing him the race car in the garage, and he comes in there. And it's a Chevy Malibu. He's like, "That ain't a race car." I'm like, "I know, it's your car." And I handed him the keys.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Fucker starts crying and shit. I'm like, I'm not crying, you're crying. But it's
Where's
the best
the
feeling in the
onion
world, man.
ninja?
I know, right? Dude, it's literally the best fucking feeling in the world. And then every single veteran who spent their time working on that bike gets to be there to present it to this motherfucker.
That's awesome.
It's the best feeling in the world, man. So if you want to go through with this, give me a write up and let's do it, man.
Hell yeah. We'll
Raising money is not hard for me.
Yeah, and what I don't know, I've been lucky enough to surround myself with people that know a whole hell of a lot more than I do, that can do a lot more than I can.
Oh, dude, do you think I know how to
So-
do all this shit? No, I find experts and I have them show me how to do it.
Yeah.
I didn't know how to build race cars until fucking 3 months ago.
I mean, shit. 6 months ago, I couldn't weld, and now I'm actually a decent half-ass welder.
Half-ass
me
welder.
too, dude.
Good for him.
I welded the whole exhaust for our race car. I just learned how to weld a week ago.
Nice. Yeah, I'm just,
Fucking, it's easy.
You
just
want
got
my
to.
husband to get in a car that you just learned how to weld last week? No.
Hell
For
yeah.
that reason, I'm out.
sign me up.
We have 3 kids. You want to help me raise these 3 boys? I don't think so. No
Nah,
one does.
he'd
I
be
don't
racing
even
the
want
Hornet. So
Full
the Hornet
send,
is safe.
motherfucker. Full send.
Yeah, seriously, let's talk about it, man. I think it's a great idea. We're doing one up here in Minnesota. We can, maybe we figure out somebody in Texas for yours, somebody in Minnesota for this one up here. And maybe this is another thing that WNA gets into, is we start building motorcycles and we donate them to vets.
Yeah, even
Sounds
if
good.
it doesn't have to be $100,000 bike like some of these other places. Just something that
Oh no,
it's sound and it rides and it's pretty-ish.
and it won't break.
And
Yeah.
in this day and age, when
Yeah, it'll
gas
save
is
you-
this
save
much
you
money,
fuel.
it'll save you in fuel.
I know, right?
You can afford groceries if you fill that thing up.
Well, most Harleys run on premium, so I don't know if you can't afford it.
No. Well, how much mileage? What's the gas mileage on a Harley?
It
40.
depends. My Street Glide was getting 42 out of Deluxe that got 38. Out of Road King that was getting right around 40. So I guess anywhere between 35, 45, depending on how you have it tuned and how hard you are on the throttle.
Okay.
Sorry.
Nice. Yeah, well,
It's
I haven't
way
actually,
better than my truck.
Yeah, no shit. Like twice as much as our vehicles. Yeah. So
I haven't rode a motorcycle since I crashed in 2011, so I need to get on a bike. And if this whole thing at Minot works out, I'll be getting contracted by Minot to actually go up and speak to security forces. If it goes well, I'll be coming back to do a base wide speech, and that one's
man.
My speeches are the only thing that I make money for. So like anything that I do for this nonprofit, I don't take a dime. I've never taken a dime. The only time that I've taken money was I loaned $1,000 to the nonprofit so we could buy t-shirts. And then I made $1,500 back, paid myself back, got another, $500 worth of t-shirts, doubled that. And eventually that's how this nonprofit started, was $1,000 loan. And the only reason why I paid myself back is because I almost missed my mortgage payment. So I was like, yeah, I definitely got to make
I
this
need
pay.
that money.
That's kind of a good idea. Don't miss your
Yeah.
mortgage payment.
But that was 2019 when we first started. So I don't take a dime from this thing. The only thing I get out of it is I get to race cars. I get to help, I get to help people.
You get to live your best 8-year-old life. So,
I know, right?
Yeah.
It's fucking amazing.
I mean, now all you got to do is get like a progressive jazz band, punk fusion,
Get your cock rocket or whatever they called it earlier.
Yeah.
And go to the
I
moon.
think the only
baby.
thing I'll never do is be in a band because I can't play instruments for shit. I'm fucking
JD's got
terrible at it.
you. JD can
Oh,
play.
dude,
I'll
get
teach you.
somebody
I'll
who's
teach
got
you.
a band, invite me out. I'll play a triangle like a motherfucker.
Oh,
Ding.
you need to be
cowbell.
with the tambourine. Isn't that what they always give their girlfriends? A tambourine. You'll be the groupie with the fucking
my
tambourine
stage
banging it
girlfriend?
against your hip.
I
like,
got a big
yeah.
butt. I gotta shake it against my butt the whole time, make it look good. But hey, dude, I think this is a great idea, man. I think we could really get this knocked out. And there's plenty of veterans in your area. I know a couple vets. How far from Houston are you?
far.
About
Pretty
3.5,
far.
4 hours.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
It's Texas, man.
Where are you at again?
Corpus Christi, Texas.
Oh, I didn't know you were in Corpus Christi. Okay, I know that's at. I actually got 2 veterans in Corpus Christi. So whenever, let's talk about this later, and then whenever we figure it out, man, we'll go balls to the wall and get this thing done.
Yeah, you wasted
Fuck
the whole
yeah.
fucking show talking about your shit.
Okay, well, what do you want to talk
Good
about?
Well, the thing I always want to talk about, baby.
What's that?
See what had happened was.
Go on.
See what had happened was.
Y'all need me to go away for a few minutes? Or are you like...
We get to
Mind us for this short intermission.
the thing that we do now that's just for fun. Yeah, that.
Yeah,
I
I need to go. I need to go to the VA
No,
rather
oh,
soon.
You're gonna add more whiskey to that, damn boy.
Hell
You,
yeah.
I hope you pass the fuck out.
So this
Seriously.
weekend, the only time I really drink is actually when I'm hanging out with the row guys, and so we call ourselves the Rotards. And
The rotards.
Yeah, pretty much all we do is we drink whiskey. We'll work on the boat and we hang out. We did a podcast, but I was having an issue with this new Focusrite, and for some reason my 3 and 4 mics weren't working. So we wasted another good podcast. Sucks.
Wah, wah, wah.
Yeah, it's okay. I'll figure it out eventually.
I know. I was telling Kat like I need to slow down on my drinking. It was not like for the longest time I didn't drink a lot. Like it seems like we do because we have an alcohol based podcast, but that was pretty much like the only time we drank.
basically
It
when
was
we
like
drink.
those 3 drinks a week.
Yeah.
And within the last 6 weeks, I don't know what it is, but I've been on a fucking
It's
mission,
just, we've
and
had
I'm like,
a lot of things. We had Mother's Day, and then we had a Tuesday, and then there's just things, life events. It just happens
Yep.
that way.
but it's like, well, it's like last week went golfing. Of course, you drink when you're golfing. You have
and then we
shares on
got
the course.
invited out for $2
And-
pint nights, and I got chocolate wasted, like real chocolate.
Yeah.
I mean, like hung over, puking the next day.
Oh no.
Wasted.
But it's like I probably drank more in the last
Wasted.
6 weeks than I have in the last
sorority girl wasted.
year to 18 months. I'm like, yeah, I need to stop this shit because
Man,
it's
I
fucking.
think
I'm in my 40s. It hurts a lot more than
Yeah.
it used to.
You're 40?
I'm 42, homie. I'll be 43 in a couple
Are you
months.
really?
Yeah.
I had no idea. I thought you were like fucking 32.
I make this shit look good.
Yeah.
No, if
look
you see
good,
me up
man.
close and not on camera and I don't have a hat on, there's like a ton of chrome coming in there.
It's like a map.
Yeah,
Well,
I don't have
dude,
white hair. It's chrome.
From the
I'm
time
just-
me and you started talking, you lost a lot of weight, man. You look good.
Yeah, he
Fuck.
has. He's lost a lot
Well,
of
it's
weight.
because I'm doing what you told me I needed to do.
Hell
And
yeah,
that's,
man. Training
the
jiu-jitsu and doing some
jiu-jitsu.
Muay Thai.
Because I was doing the Muay Thai. Unfortunately, I just can't make the classes just because of the time they are and my work
Sure.
schedule.
He can. He just chooses not to
But
sometimes.
I do the.
Oh, timed him out.
I got up at 4:15 to go
And
to
then
go
they
rolling,
canceled
and they
class.
canceled the 5 o'clock class this morning. I was so pissed. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, I can literally. I was in the bathroom trying not to wake him because I was supposed to wake him for his class because I was waking up to go to my gym class at 5 a.m. And I got the message. And I was like, I'm just not going to wake him. I'm just going to set his alarm for 7. No big deal. And I hear him from the other room. What the fuck? They canceled the 5 a.m. class? I was like, oh shit, he's awake.
My problem is if I wake up, it doesn't matter if it's 1 a.m., 4 a.m., 10 a.m. Once I'm awake and I've sat up, I'm awake. I can't go back to sleep.
Yeah.
Like it's going to take me hours laying down to go
Yeah.
back to sleep. So it's like, well, fuck, what do I do now?
Man, I don't get up till like, if I don't have anything go, like if I don't have to drop my kids off at school, I don't get up till 8, man. Fuck getting up. I
Right?
need my sleep, son.
Like, who the fuck makes mornings? It's dumb.
I know, right?
Well,
You know,
I've been working so
ever
much,
since-
I haven't been able to make it to the gym recently. So it's like, fuck, I guess I will make the effort to go to that 5 o'clock class
Yeah.
to make up
Dude,
for it. And
Ever
it's
since
like,
I quit
God
working,
dang it.
man, and I just run this nonprofit, I make sure I get 8 hours of sleep. Dude, I perform so much better. Like, you know, everybody talking about, oh, you need sleep. Like, fuck sleep. And now that I get it, I'm like, dude, fuck waking up early. Like, I'm gonna
I
actually
don't
get some sleep.
Yeah,
No,
we don't get sleep.
We
in this
don't get
house.
8 hours of sleep.
No.
No,
Dude, no.
I feel
I
weird
get
if I do
I get 8
too.
hours of sleep almost every single day, man. I make sure I do because, like, if you guys saw how hard I work when I am working, it's yeah. So I don't really get a lot of time off.
So the
no, we're
other
the people
day-
where you set your alarm and you're like, if I go to sleep in 2 minutes, I will get 4 hours and 57 minutes of sleep.
So a couple weeks ago, I took 2 weeks off of work. So I was like, I'm gonna
Nice.
honest to goodness fucking sleep in, like not get out of bed until after 10. No problems. Okay, great. So I got like over 10 hours of sleep. I woke up and I felt hungover. Like I felt groggy and I was like, fuck, my body was not used to that much sleep. And I was like, all day I'm dragging ass. Like, there is no way I can get over 10 hours of sleep and be this fucking tired. I'd rather just get 4 hours of sleep and be like living on like anxiety and coffee. Like, that's my life.
Yeah. But even if I have the time to sleep 8 hours, my body's like, fuck you, you're up.
Yeah.
Like,
I literally wake up in panic attacks. It's weird. I don't know. I should probably see a doctor for that. I don't know.
yeah.
Yeah. It's not what I would say normal, but you know.
and you know, drinking whiskey and coffee right before
what
bed.
What the fuck
that
is
really helps.
normal anyway? Like
That is true. That is
I
true.
mean,
I think one of the best things I ever did though was, you know, quit drinking. Like I'll have a drink occasionally. I had a beer a couple weeks ago, you know, and this past week I was rowing with the guys out in Wisconsin, and I drank I think 3 out of the 6 nights that we were there, and it's fun. I had a great time, but like when I'm home, I don't drink.
Yeah.
And no particular reason really, other than I just feel like crap when I drink, man. Like I don't like to be. I like to be clear headed. Like that's why like I do take edibles occasionally at night. So I have like severe arthritis in my fucking hands, man. And like I'll
we
take
would
like
never.
I
It's
know, right?
not legal in Texas.
It's not legal in Minnesota either. Fuck them. But no, I take like 3 milligrams because that's enough for me to actually get pain relief in my hands, but I don't get high. I don't like to be altered, right? I like to just be clear at all times, you know?
Oh, I
told JD
I
that-
like to be like Johnny Depp in Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. Like, hit me on that fucking level.
No, it's just I always told JD that if it became legal here in Texas, I would probably take it every night just to help me sleep because
Dude,
it does.
3
Even if it's
milligrams,
legal
that's
for
all
the
I
company
need.
I work for, I can't do it.
Yeah.
They're
gay.
strict. Like, even if you're on
You have to have
vacation and you go to
prescription.
no, even with prescription, you cannot do it for the company that I work
Even
for.
if it's legal.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
You
Dude.
can't go on vacation
Sucks
to a
for
state
you,
where it's legal
nerd.
and do it.
See, that's
Like,
why I like
they
being
are
my own.
strict.
That's why I like being my own boss, man. With Invoke Change, Warriors Next Adventure, my sole proprietorship.
Else? Anything
great.
else, Nick? You want to rub in with your no sleeves and muscular body and rowing?
I get 8 hours of sleep and I get to smoke weed.
I'm
Well,
all-
go fuck yourself.
Well, dude, I was just talking to a friend of mine
It's
about
like
that
salt in
last
an
week.
open wound.
It's like I quit my job at the state patrol in April last year. It's been just over a year, and everyone's like, you can't just quit your job. I'm like, why? It's like, well, you need money. And I'm like, I'll figure it out. Fuck it, you know. And then like everything just kind of worked out, you know. And now I make money just talking to people and helping them get their shit together. And then like I just found this app. It's called Tasker.
I talk for free. What the fuck?
Yeah, me too.
What am I thinking?
I mean, I'm a paid motivational speaker, dude. This is fucking amazing. I'm well aware that I'm very fucking lucky with where I'm at, but I really wish I didn't have to go through all the bullshit to get here. You know what I'm saying?
I think my mouth is too filthy to get paid for speaking. They're like, do you charge per F word or? And I'm like, as a matter of fact, I do.
Mark
Yeah.
says, don't do Delta 8. Your head will trip, but you'll be really relaxed.
I'm not a huge fan of Delta 8, to be honest. Like I like my THC gummies. It's fucking 3 milligrams, boom's all I need. If I want to giggle a little bit more, I'll take 10.
All I need is 2,400 milligrams of Motrin, water, and fresh socks, and I'm good to go.
I was I
Breakfast
took
of
one.
Champions.
Dude, I was in so much pain like maybe 2 months ago, and my hands hurt so bad. I got torn ligaments in both my pointer fingers. So like, it sucks, man.
How the fuck did you do that?
I
Growing.
don't know. One of the
Masturbating.
million.
Put the Pornhub
put the Pornhub up.
down. Put it
That
down.
is actually the most likely answer.
Like,
You
but
can
what
switch
were
it
you
up.
doing with your finger while you were masturbating? Never mind.
Oh no, go on.
How
But no,
y'all
like,
doing?
dude, I
He's-
was dying, man. And so I took 10, and my kids were still awake. You know, I don't drink around my kids. I don't do anything around my kids. But you scare the shit out of me every time you open that door. Goddamn, Hulk. But no, like I took 10 milligrams, and my girlfriend knows when I'm high. Like, if you say anything about like snacks and candy, I'm like, fuck yeah, let's go. And she's like, hey, we don't, what sounds good? Ice cream. I'm like, fuck, man, ice cream sounds so good.
yeah.
Next thing you know, I go to the grocery store with my daughter, and I'm being all super goofy, and we're driving, and my daughter's like, are you high? She was joking. I'm like,
How old is
but,
she?
dude, she's 11.
Nice.
She's a good fucking
Funny.
kid. Just because I'm always pretty goofy. I don't generally get too crabby. But I was like super goofy. And then we came home with like fucking $60-$70 worth of bullshit. And like, it was all junk food, like fucking candy and stuff. And I'm like, God damn it.
That's my kind of shopping trip.
Fucking looked at the bank. I'm like, damn, fuck, why do you do this to me?
Well,
Yeah,
we
and
were
it's-
like,
Ice cream and now and
Where
later
were
are
we?
my like weakness.
where were we? Somewhere
Dude,
in San
yeah.
Antonio, and we smelled like weed. And we look at each other like, it smells happy. And here comes our 14-year-old from the back. He goes, why does it smell like grandma's house? And I was like,
Yes.
I'm like dying.
That can be a good or a bad thing. Your grandma might
my
smell like
mom's a
skunk,
hippie,
or
so
His mom's a
Okay.
hippie.
Like a
Let's just
legitimate
put it that
hippie.
way. It's just, and I
She's
was just
happy.
like,
very, very happy.
That's awesome.
I was like dying.
Yeah, she's a goofball. The kid can't stop fucking hitting me and choking me out and shit though. She's the one that trains jiu-jitsu, so like,
Oh, hell yeah.
yeah.
My,
dude,
uh,
she's a
I always thought if I
Our
had a daughter,
12-year-old
she'd be a ball buster, but I never had.
Yeah, our 12-year-old and our 6-year-old do Muay Thai and BJJ with us.
nice.
Yeah.
My older one doesn't. He played football and now he's going into ROTC next year. So
Yes.
Oh hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. We're
actually,
excited.
he leaves. He got invited, even though he's not part of the program yet officially. He's going on their summer trip to Paris Island.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
And I had to sit him down and talk to him. I'm like, all right,
and
you've heard me talk to all my veteran buddies.
talk about crayon
Don't-
eaters and
Don't make any window looking and crown eating comments at Paris Island.
Please
That's
Don't
not the
just
place
shut the
to
fuck
do
up.
it.
Just
Yes.
go out there and shh.
exactly. Pretend like you don't know shit, man. Just do
No.
yourself a favor. Don't fucking
Yep.
say anything.
Just
Well,
do
my
it.
my girlfriend's oldest daughter, she's 19. She just started talking about joining the Air Force, and she's pretty set on it. And I'm like, all right, cool. So I'm like, look, I'm gonna give you the skinny. When you go in there, literally every higher ranking male is gonna try to fuck you. So just understand they don't want to be your friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take care of yourself, watch yourself, have yourself some good friends, but at the same time, I loved the Air Force. I loved it. I wanted to be a lifer. The only reason why I got out was because Jody was a fucking asshole. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Jody got your girl.
Jody got my girl for 7
Oh.
years before I found out.
Shit.
Yeah. Good times.
Fuck you, Jody.
I know Jody's a cunt, but to be honest, if Jody didn't hang around, I'd still be with her. So thanks, Jody.
I owe you a beer, Jody.
Jody, you're a cunt. I love you.
No,
Thanks,
our
man.
son is like he
He's wanna
said,
go
I'm
officer
I
corps."
want to go
Hell yeah.
ROTC. I want them to pay my way through engineering school, and then I want to go officer. And we're like, where? And he just told us this recently. Apparently, he's been thinking about it
Nice.
for a year. And
He's
we're
been
like,
doing the research at 14.
where the fuck
That's
did
awesome.
this kid come from? Like, he's a serial monogamist. He's got his life planned out, and we're like, not from this fucking
Yeah,
people.
not from us.
No, we were hoes.
He saw our example. He's like, I'm not going to be like that. Fuck that.
Yeah.
But he's
Yeah.
also, but I've been extremely open about my feelings about the military with all my kids, and
Yeah.
as far as I tell them things equal with their maturity levels and what they can understand. But I've always told them, like, if you're going to go to college,
Yeah.
go in as an officer.
Yeah.
You can still serve your country, but you're going to be treated a whole hell of a lot better.
And
Hell
make
yeah.
a
But-
lot more money.
but-
And
I'm gonna make you fucking respect and listen to your enlisted, especially your higher your E4s and your NCOs, you know, definitely listen to those guys. I don't care if you technically outrank them on paper. Those guys know what the fuck they're doing.
Don't be that fucking dickhead nerd straight out of fucking like what they call officer training school and just be like, oh guys, today we're gonna go walk through a fucking minefield. Dumbass fucking moron in Afghanistan.
Dude, I read this. It was like a 12-page article on Captain Sorbo, the dickhead that David Schwimmer played in Band of Brothers.
Oh yeah.
Remember that guy?
Nope, never saw it.
You never
Thanks
saw Band of
anyway.
Brothers.
Move on.
Okay. But his portrayal in that movie was actually pretty fucking accurate as far as him getting his troops lost, you know, the straight up like officer stereotype, and just writing people up for nothing and all that shit. I'm like, holy crap, this is.
Keep your arm off of the board, man. You're gonna want to push the button.
I'm not pushing buttons.
I didn't say you did. I said you're gonna push.
You're pushing
the
my
button.
buttons.
That is my job. Fuck.
That's cool, man. I mean, my oldest daughter, she wants to join the Air Force too. You know, she's like, you know, I want to do something different. Like I told her, do not go security forces. I was like,
don't be a
cop, don't
Fuck
be
that.
maintenance. Like that shit just fucking you treat like shit.
Do something that's that you'll have a life outside of the military where you get those skill sets and that training to transfer over directly.
Oh, dude, my girlfriend's kid, she speaks fucking Mandarin, Chinese, and I'm like, dude, go in as a fucking neurolinguist or not? Neurolinguist. What the hell's it called? Maybe it is neurolinguist.
It's linguist or it's
something like that. But
it's I don't know. That sounds really hard.
Pretty
much. You do 4 years of that.
I'm a neurolinguist.
You do 4 or 6 years of that, and then you go doing the exact same thing as a civvy, and you're starting out as like a GS 13, GS 15.
See, that's exactly what I told her. I was like, then you get out and then you go government contracting, and you make a fuck ton more, dude. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mark, my oldest daughter is not smart enough to go into medical. that's not happening.
There's job security though, that's for sure with medical fields. So.
Yeah, no, for sure.
I like my medical fields.
Yeah,
I personally like. You know, I wanted to be a cop. I wanted to be security forces my whole fucking career, and then I ended up getting out, got a job at the state patrol, and then I was like, yeah, I could go be a trooper, and then I actually worked all of the riots from the. Do you remember Philando Castillo was when Black Lives Matter really first started going crazy in Minneapolis? I worked every single one of those riots, and I was the one who actually coordinated all the police for those riots. And then on top of that, I did all of them for George Floyd. And I'm like, dude, I can never be a fucking cop, dude. I'm done with this shit.
I was really wanting to go back into law enforcement, and I was actually
almost did.
And I almost did, but then all this shit happened where it's like, do I really want to put up with that shit?
Man, fuck being a cop. I
For
don't know why anybody would want to do that job anymore.
Right there.
Oh, you spilled coffee on your white shirt.
Coffee on my motherfucking white shirt. On my TK.
But yeah, there's as much as I respect law enforcement, and also law enforcement has kind of gone in a different direction than what it was 5 or 10 years ago. Part of it by necessity, part of it by
liberals.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Something in my throat.
No, like I don't like the fact that a lot of law enforcement is used as revenue streams now.
Yeah.
True.
And
that's half the reason why I got out, man.
And
couldn't do it.
I really and to the people that are law enforcement right now, it's not their fault, but I really wish that departments would spend more time training them with less than lethal. Yep. Because okay, as security forces, how many times did you go and qualify with your firearm a year? You had your night shooting, you had day shooting, you had attack shooting, you had shot 8 to 10 times a year minimum for qualifying.
I deployed almost every year too, so
and
I was shooting.
But
10,
how many
15,
times,
20 times?
Once you got out of tech school, how many times did you work on hand to hand? That was squadron based training outside of your initial Aspeton.
Thanks, Nick. You got JD on his fucking soapbox about this shit.
No, but it's
I totally agree, man.
The overwhelming majority of these shootings are justified. However, it's unfortunate that there's other ways that they could have gotten taken care of.
Isn't he staying politically
this is
free?
not. This isn't political.
Yeah,
this is not political. This is just very simple. It's just
Okay.
there's. If
I totally agree with you, man.
If you are totally
100%.
trained that sidearm is the first thing that you grab for, when shit happens, you're going to revert to your training because
it's like what happened here in Minnesota. That girl, fuck was her name? I know a bunch of my troopers knew her.
Deanna, whatever.
Yeah, whatever the fuck her name is, but she yelled taser, 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 but accidentally pulled out her pistol and shot him. Right. And
yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
And she was a phenomenal cop. She was a very good person. She was very good in her community. She was actually like a role model cop, and she fucked up. Right. And so when people are like, oh, she should be freed, like, no, she fucked up and killed somebody. Right. And so what pisses me off is people are like, well, technically he was driving a car. Yes. But she said herself, she fucked herself. She said, I pulled out my taser to tase him, but I shot him with my pistol on accident. So she was being honest, admitted what actually happened. But because she said she was trying to tase him, she accidentally shot him. Therefore, it's manslaughter. 100%.
Yeah.
So, I mean, and,
like,
and cops got pissed at me for that too. I'm like, look, I'm not saying I'm on her side. Trust me. But she did fuck up. Right.
Yeah.
You know, if a civilian does that and accidentally shoots somebody, they're going to fucking jail. You know what I'm saying? So it's unfortunate, but I just want nothing to do with law enforcement anymore, man. Plus,
it's
like,
not murder if you don't find the body.
So now you,
There you go.
so now you found your true calling of racing cars and climbing mountains and rowing boats and everything but being in a band or being in a cop car.
Pretty much. Yeah. Well, like the main thing is, like, in all seriousness, I get to watch veterans who call the suicide hotline that I run personally. I get to listen to them at their darkest times where they're minutes away from suicide. I get to pull them out of that, and then I get to watch them grow over time. I watch them on Facebook. I watch what they comment. I watch what they talk about. I watch what they eat. I watch what they do. And then next thing you know, these motherfuckers are climbing mountains. They're fucking posting motivational shit on Facebook. They're calling me, telling me, hey, man, I saw what you did last week. I'm proud of you, right? Doing the shit that I do for them, realizing that you can absolutely take somebody from the depths of hell and you can raise them up and teach them how to be a fucking solid human being. I get to watch that happen all the time. That's what I'm addicted to.
Good for you, man.
Addiction's a disease.
You dick.
All right.
Giving back constantly, son of a bitch.
Yeah, you selfish.
On that note,
selfish
play
guy.
him out, son of a.
Yeah, we do need to play it out. We've been live for just over an hour. Both of us have to get up early in the morning because we don't get to sleep till whenever the fuck we want. Because fuck you, Nick.
Yeah, fuck you, Nick.
Hey, I gotta get up tomorrow at 9.
Oh my god! I'll be up for 5 hours by then, you dick.
I'll have already lost like 5 pounds of water weight sweating by then. But, man, Nick, thank you for coming for part 2 of the Warriors next adventure. Man, it was fucking fun. I could have you on like every other week. And
hey, man, I'll come on again, man. I'm excited to talk about the motorcycle.
It's Tales from Nick.
Yeah, Tales from the Nick stool. But thank you all for watching, hanging in, listening to this. Make sure you follow Nick Rahn, Warriors Next Adventure. You can find him on Facebook, warriorsnextadventure.com, all that other bullshit. You can find all of our old episodes on YouTube and all of your favorite podcasting platforms. You like how professional that was?
I love it.
Super,
Awful.
super
You
professional.
Security forces
in
approved.
that pencil pouch with that like button.
And make sure that you toss that share buttons salad consensually.
Oh, there's a fly.
There's a fly over here. But yeah, thank you. If you are out drinking, make sure you find a sober ride home. If you're drinking at home, make sure you find a sober ride to bed. Just
What?
I don't know. It sounded way better in my head.
Am I gonna ride the dog upstairs?
Whoa, that's illegal in most states.
She's a girl.
Talking about peanut butter again.
but
It's not cheating if it's your dog. Okay.
But on the Southpaws page, we're definitely going to keep up with your row as it happens and keep everybody else informed with what's going on. Feel free to post on that page as much as you want. But we're going to get out of here. We got to get sleep. Thank you again, Nick, and thank you all for watching. Y'all have a great night. We'll talk to you later.